Hi, I'm Nico and Jean. Welcome to my channel. If you haven't already, please do subscribe and hit the like button and click that little notification bell so you can get notified when I upload new videos. Today we're going to talk about something that I think is so important to keep in mind when you're starting to heal from narcissistic trauma and you start doing this reparenting the inner child work, is that we talk a lot about how in order for us to heal, we have to actually face the truth about the past. And a lot of times we've been in a bit of a fog, and we haven't allowed ourselves to really see and feel the truth of the past, the trauma and the pain, and the things that we're not right, we're not healthy, we're toxic, the ways in which we were betrayed, and the ways in which we allowed ourselves to be abused and taken advantage of. There's just so much that we haven't allowed ourselves to see. And I talk a lot about how the inner child, is keeping us safe. And when you were a child, if something happened that was traumatic, and it was important for you to be able to continue to function, you probably found a way to just not really see the truth of what happened. You can call this repression or suppression, but it's also just a function of just kind of deciding that what happened was okay, because you don't want to see like your parents as being unsafe. You don't want to accept that maybe, they don't know best, or their behavior is dangerous, because you need to feel safe. So even if you're not safe, you're going to convince yourself that you're safe so you can just function and keep going. So if you're in a stage where you're starting to realize the truth, even a little glimmer of the truth of what has happened to you, and it's shocking and it's painful. Okay, I know this. What I want you to know is that alongside accepting the truth of the pain of the past, like what comes with that, and what I want you to remember when you're going through this process, because this part is pretty hard. This part is really hard, and I highly recommend you don't go it alone, that you get some help, either from myself or from any other type of professional or coach or therapist. But I want you to remember that when you look at the truth about the past and what happened to you, you're also going to be able to connect to the truth of who you truly are. That authentic self that you've always been, that's been covered up by all this junk, all these feelings, all this toxicity in your life, all these lies and betrayal, and all these things you've been believing about yourself because of this trauma, because of being gaslit and just being so confused, the confusion of trauma, that cognitive dissonance. You forget who you really are. You forget, why you're here. You forget about your dreams and your gifts and your talents and the way you used to express yourself when you were a child. Like your light gets dimmed down so much. So the gift of looking at the past and feeling the pain is within the pain is that true self. It's in there. It's in there. It's like the diamond. It's like the diamond, that went through all that pain and pressure, and it was inside the rock, and then it becomes this beautiful diamond. It's like it was always in there. It's just that when you look inside the pain and you accept the truth about the past, you can also accept the truth of who you are. And that's what we're trying to do, is we're trying to retrieve our true self, bring the inner child out of the past, which is false. It doesn't exist anymore. It's not real. It's real to them, and it lives in your body, but it's not happening now. So we bring them into the present with us, and then we can integrate those parts of self, and we can own who we truly are and reclaim that gift of true self, authentic expression. So I'm telling you this because there's hope. There's hope within pain. There is joy. And this type of healing doesn't have to be hard and like heavy and traumatic and painful. I mean, with energy psychology, with clinical EFT specifically, and I know lots of other modalities can do this, but I'm just speaking from what I know, is that there are ways to gently process trauma, so that you don't have to actually go and re-experience it again. And there's no reason why healing has to be hard. I think that that's a paradigm that we live in. I think that people have an impression that healing has to be painful and healing has to be hard work. You have to suffer to get there. That's a paradigm, and that's actually not true. But I'm telling you this personally, that is not true. I've actually done both. I've done both in my life, and I promise you that healing can be gentle, it can be joyful, and you don't have to do it alone. That's so important, is I want you to know that you don't have to go this alone. And I want to encourage you to reach out to others, reach out to me, reach out to other people in your zone. Don't go it alone. Reach out to emotionally safe people. Okay, I'm going to be really specific here. Reach out to emotionally safe people and allow yourself to be supported and helped through this process. All right, so if you're interested in finding out different ways you can work with me, just look at the description in this video below, and you'll see some different links you can click. And as always, I would love to see your comments below. Again, if you haven't already subscribed, please do so. Hit the like button. The more likes we get, the more YouTube will show this video to other people. We can help more people spread the word about this work. And we're changing the world one inner child at a time. Until next time, may you be at ease and know joy. Bye-bye.